Hey everyone, this is Matt from Knock, and today I want to show you how easily you can implement our mobile SDKs into your own application to help you with your push notifications. So to start, let's bring in the Knock package dependency, and then we're going to start by showing you some push notification capabilities using Knock. So you'll want to go through the preliminary steps of getting push notifications set up for your app. This is going to include adding the push notifications capability into your project, as well as going to your Apple developer account to create a push notification token that you will then use in your Knock dashboard to set up your push notification channels. Once all of that's done, we can come in here and you'll want to go to your app delegate and you'll want to inherit this Knock app delegate class. This is a helper class that's going to handle almost all of your push notification logic for you. So that's going to be asking the user for permission for push notifications, checking the permission statuses, registering for a push notification device token, and then once that token is received, it will automatically send it up to your Knock instance and associate it with your user with that push notification channel ID. So in my app delegate, this is where I set up my Knock instance. I also sign in my user since I know who the user is right when we're starting. And then I have these override methods from the Knock app delegate, such as push notification tapped, the notification delivered in foreground, and push notification delivered silently, which I can then add any custom logic I want to handle these events within these methods. So that being said, let's send a quick example to make sure that everything's configured correctly. Perfect, and that came through. And I just sent a test through my Knock dashboard, and I'm seeing that this test notification did come through, so everything seems to be configured correctly. Another great thing about these mobile SDKs is we've added some pre-built components. The first component that we've added is our in-app feed. So let me show you how we can bring that into your own app as well. The first thing that you're going to want to use is this in-app feed view model. This view model contains all of the logic to fetch all of the messages for your feed, filter any messages, perform any actions such as archiving a message or marking it as read. And another great thing about this view model is it can be used independently from our Knock in-app feed view. So if you wanted to do your completely own custom notification feed, you can do that and still use the logic that's contained in our in-app feed view model. So to get started, we have our main view here, which is what you're seeing over here to the right. I've brought in the feed view model. I have then set up a task down here to initialize the feed manager in our Knock shared instance and just passing in your in-app channel ID. And then this is an important part right here. You need to connect your feed and observe new messages. This is essentially going to start your feed view model and set up the webhook to start bringing in new messages. So you'll just want to drop this in wherever you or whenever you want your app to start listening for new messages. Now to get the actual view, it's just these lines of code here. So the knock.inapp feed view, the padding's optional, but you will want to include your feed view model in as an environment object. And I'm going to be presenting this view as a sheet, so I have it wrapped in this sheet modifier. Then you can also see in the top right, I have this bell icon that shows the number of unread messages. This is also a component that you can use, and it will handle all of the logic of listening for new messages and displaying the count as a badge on that icon. And then you can put whatever logic you want to have happen within here when that icon's pressed, and also sending in that environment object, the feed view model. So now to show you over here to the right what this will look like. You can see, so this is all just the default styling right out of the box, what this will look like. You can see here you have this filter tab bar with different filters. and you can change these filters as well or add additional ones from a precompiled list that we have. We have these action buttons, which you can also edit what those actions are. Currently, the default is marking all as read or archiving read. And then your feed is down here below. You also have some swipe actions to mark a message as read, or you can bring it back to unread, or you can archive a message. So I'll show you that example here. We'll archive that here, and then we'll mark all as read and just archive all of our read messages. And then you can see that we have empty state views as well in here. So an important thing to note is that everything you see in this view is customizable through our themes. So, for example, if we dive into our in-app feed view, we have this. It can take in an optional parameter of an in-app feed theme. This theme is going to contain the row theme, which is all of the styling for an individual each message row. The filter bar theme, which will be the styling for these filter options up here. The title, right now we have it set to notifications. The upper background color up here, the lower background color. So really anything that you see here can be edited, even to the actual static strings as well, which will be especially helpful when you will be using localization in your app. You can just pass in whatever that localized string is into these themes, and that is what will be displayed. So this was a really quick demo, but I hope it gave you an idea of how quickly and how easily you can get rolling by using our mobile SDKs.